What up, YouTube? This is Kirito HD Gaming coming at you with First Descendant, Part 1 of Agna Desert on a new playthrough. So, let's get started. I finally maxed out Viessa. I will be planning on catalyzing her once I get like Bunny done, probably. With being max level, I haven't decided yet. So, let's get started. Okay, that mission is the Void Abyss, and this is the mission for Bunny. Okie dokie, Agna Desert, let's get started.
Descendant, it's been a while. This way, please. Do you have a question? I heard that this is the last remaining Ironheart. That makes me a little worried, but I'll give this mission my all, regardless. Kyle is doing aerial recon to see if the Vulgus are up to anything. Luna's focusing on sensing the beat generated from the Ironheart, and she's also listening out for the unique noises generated by Vulgus movements, of course. I can see her expression changing. See the way she's frowning? I think that means the Vulgus are on the move. We need to create an environment where she can concentrate. Descendant, take care of him.
For Luna to be able to concentrate, you must pacify this wasteland.
Kite, there's a lot of reverb coming from you. Quiet.
Oh, I see.
Shh.
I really like the fact that she got implemented in the story, even though she was technically added afterwards.
You're here! I memorized the sound of your footsteps. It's time to bust some Vulgus heads and smash some Kuiper. If you destroy the Kuiper that's been mined by the Vulgus, it puts out a unique sound. I'm gonna use that to find enemy comms equipment that's made of the same material. After that, I'll listen in on those comms. All you need to do is wipe out the Vulgus and sweep up their Kuiper. Easy, right?
Oh wow, okay, there we go. Felt like I was lagging for a second. Executor nanotube. Nice. They definitely made this game way too easy in a way, in my opinion. That's a 3-day XP. I don't want to use that just yet. I don't have one. Okay.
Descendant, we've located the radar that was installed in this zone at Luna's request. The radar must be defended, with was installed specially to help us with the Red Sphere.
Shocking, right? Out of my way!
That it? That is really weird. Did I really just kill all the enemies that quickly? On a normal difficulty, and don't even have a reactor? I don't even have a good reactor, nor do I have a... I don't even have the bonus for the 160. And I don't even have a energy activator on this build. Wow. I didn't realize you can just kill all the enemies like that. Either that or it bugged out and did not finish spawning in enemies. One of the two. So it was me killing all the enemies too quickly. Because now all of a sudden they want to spawn in more. There's barely any time left.
Disabling the security. Begin data extraction.
Whoa. Even my fans would understand what that means. And judging by the way his voice echoed, we should be looking for somewhere indoors. Nice job.
Descendant, it's Reyna. I've pored over the literature, and it looks as if there's an underground entrance close by. That would account for the echoes that Luna can hear, right?
Yeah, I knew my ears were reliable. I said it would be indoors, didn't I?
You never said it would be underground. Anyway, I've just sent the coordinates. Go check it out.
Get out of the way!
a few times. Crazy how even the petty system only requires you to run this like 5 times. So I ran it 2 with the petty system so far, and it's at 32%. It's gonna take at least 5 or 6 times probably to get it. If I get it through the petty system, unless I get it before then, which is a possibility. Because now it's at a whopping 50%, as you can see. It goes up more and more in the percentile. Gave me 16, then it went up to 33, which is 16 plus 16 is 32, so it gave me 17, and I went from 33 to 50. 43, and if it was 53, that'd be up to 20, so getting about a good almost 20 per run. Almost. It went to put me at like 75. Almost 75-ish. Probably like 68. Not like, probably like 68, I would assume. Nope, 66. That was close enough. Thing is, I kind of want to get 2 of these patterns because it has the Valby spiral catalyst. Oh no, I don't even need the catalyst for her then. I'll just need to go for the Lepic cells then. Not that it really matters, just doing it to do it. Here. Do that mission in a minute after I do this one. These bosses got way too easy. It's literally utterly pathetic. I already have an advanced shape for it, nice. Look at that, Lepic enhanced cells already. Okie dokie. At a later time, I'll be showing where all the records are at a later time, though.
It'll be heavily guarded while the enemy extracts the data. And the interior is very small, so be careful.
Yuck, that voice is horrible. Who is that guy?
Says she's detected more enemies.
You know what's weird? How I know that person down there does not know how to use a petty system because he stayed and did it a couple more times, and then also I did it a couple times before I turned my petty system on. So it just makes no sense.
The voice is echoing, so it must be coming from inside. There must be an entrance somewhere.
This Vulgus is pretty tough, but I don't think he's the owner of the voice we heard earlier. Eliminate him anyway.
Good job. I'll play a song for you later. To say thank you.
Oh wow. Got another one? What the heck? Oh, that was a random drop rate? Ah, that's weird. Matter of fact, they all have been random. That drops randomly, which is weird. That also dropped randomly. Oh. I'll do this real quick since I have the ability to.
How about this?
Descendant, I don't know if you noticed, but this is also a facility that the ancestors used. If what Luna and Reyna are saying is correct, the data the Vulgus are extracting while underground must be related to the Red Sphere and the Ironheart. It won't be easy to bypass the security system set up by the ancestors, but we shouldn't underestimate Vulgus technology either. Let's hurry. We must stop the enemy before they extract all the data.
before we start this mission, Spiral Catalyst. Okay, let's go in and take this out, and then put in the. Okay, before we do this mission though, actually no, I'm just gonna get started on it. Ultimate Blair Stabilizer, Valby Stabilizer. Oh, get both. I would prefer the Valby Stabilizer right now though. I already got the enhanced cells. The Luna Code, I really don't care for that much, so I'm gonna go with this one.
Hey, Descendant. The reason the excavation team couldn't reach here is because the Vulgus started digging here first. Anais told me that they brought the Magisters here, the ones who didn't escape, and forced them to work. That's why this place is called the Asylum. According to Anais, the Magisters who were brought here for forced labor might have found some information, but they couldn't have solved the code. Actually, they probably pretended not to know the code. She said that we have to hurry up with the search anyway.
How about this?
The Vulgus have clearly increased their decryption speeds, especially since operations in the sterile land. Given the reaction of the commander we encountered recently, they must not have considered the possibility that we would appear so soon. And as their time is limited, they must be attempting to extract all of the Ancestor device data at once. The enemy has an encrypted communications device. If you defeat them, I can access its memory and communications history data. I've analyzed the data we obtained from the enemy. The most frequently mentioned words are seal, red sphere shell component, and conflict. I've assessed the shell analysis data. The shell is composed of a similar material to the links surrounding the Ironheart. Combining all of the data, I believe we can conclude that the Ancestors inserted the Ironheart into the red sphere. This is connected to the civil war that broke out in Vespers. Perhaps the Ancestors sealed the Ironheart inside the red sphere because they felt that a simple vault couldn't hold it. I cannot figure out the exact steps they took, but the important thing is that the sealing was successful.
Yes, keep struggling. There's nothing you can do. The Vulgus Legion is the apex predator.
I'm analyzing the data retrieved from the destroyed device. Please buy me some time.
We have already moved the Ironheart. If you keep trying, all you will find is death.
Shocking, right? Hey, that's a lie. Don't fall for it. If the Ironheart was gone, I would have noticed it already.
Luna is right. The coordinates of the pulse from the Ironheart are unchanged.
Guide, Reyna and I discovered a weird area of sound. It's filled with way too much noise, so we're not sure about it, but we're going there anyway.
Alright, Luna. We're also trying to gather as much data as possible. Keep up the good work.
How about this?
You stubborn vermin! Come if you dare! I'll deal with you myself!
Descendant, the equipment in the center is compressing the data from the ancestor devices around it. Decryption rate, 65%. Compressed data, 40%. I'm going to collect data from whichever device I can connect to first.
Damn it! This is all because the ancestors dispersed the data. It has come to this. I'm going to end your life to receive a stronger body from Master Amon.
Decryption protocol activated. Compressed data extraction complete and security removed. Beginning analysis. The data contained records of the ancestors who tried to remove the Ironheart, their operation plans, and the blueprint for the special weapon to break the seal. The weapon's power source was arcane. If we can use this information effectively, we'll be able to obtain the Ironheart safely. We must inform Alpha and come up with a plan.
Just get to the point. Welcome back. Is there anything you want to report?
Are you saying that this record was left by the ancestors who tried to use the Ironheart? And an ancient arcane weapon. What were they trying to do with the Ironheart? Were they trying to close the dimensional wall just like we're trying to do now? I don't have time to think about that right now. We'll begin operations to dig up the Red Sphere and break out the Ironheart using the arcane weapon.
Descendant, we will check the safety of the weapon thoroughly, so don't worry. Also, deciphering the composition of the Red Sphere was quite beneficial for us. It allowed us to start immediate production of dismantling materials. We are mass producing them, just in case.
Luna and Reyna are investigating the weapon, so I want you and Kyle to clear out all enemies within the vicinity of the Red Sphere. The arcane weapon and the material to destroy the Red Sphere are both ready. As long as we have no troublemakers impeding our operation, there shouldn't be any problems. We should definitely be able to get the Ironheart first this time.
Alpha appears to be focused on how to use the Ironheart. He doesn't seem to be concerned about how it came to be sealed away in the first place. I want to know why the ancestors concealed the Ironheart. At the risk of conflict and separation, there must be a good reason.
Hey, what's taking you so long? Hurry up!
People are so delusional. Just checking my phone out while listening to them talk real quick. And first video I see is first Descendant skins are too expensive. No, they're not.
Oh, a special human child. What do you need?
People obviously apparently don't pay attention to other free-to-play games much. Sadly. But it's true. Because Warframe is actually pretty expensive itself. Destiny, you have to pay for expansions at a constant rate, not counting skins if you want to buy skins for that game. And you gotta pay to get access to dungeons and like certain exotics and stuff, at least to what my friend told me. I don't know if that's the case still or not, but yeah. Because I was thinking about buying the Destiny bundle because I own half of the DLC, and I was thinking about buying the other half, and it was coming with some type of packaging. So yeah, I was correct. It's called the Beyond Light Pack. I own 2 of the DLCs, and then I own the Beyond Light Pack, which comes with 15 exotics, a raid, and something else. And it's like stuff like you guys are saying the first Descendant's expensive because their skins are expensive, but at least they don't lock content behind a paywall like Destiny does. That had a raid and exotic weapons locked behind a paywall. Now I'm pretty sure the reason why I got it was because it was free for PlayStation Plus 1 month. I'm assuming that's how I got it, because I never spent money on Destiny. Everything I've gotten for that game has been free, and that was due to the PlayStation Plus, and now you can't get it anymore through PlayStation Plus because it was a time limited thing, if I'm correct. So yeah, I just find it funny because people are throwing shade at this game left and right, and I've made my videos of what I think would be better for this game. And I guarantee you people would hate on the stuff that I think would be better in this game. Honestly, it's whatever though. I think the game needs to become harder for the game to become a better game. And it needs to be more grindful than what we are used to getting at this moment. They need to go back to the beginning phase and rework how things go again. Outposts need to become a factor again instead of being utterly useless. They also need to literally look at all bosses on missions and on colossal fights and bosses on reactor fights. Not reactor fight. What are they called again? Let's see. On the void missions. Void fusion reactor, yeah, void fusion reactor missions. They need to look at those bosses again and make them all hard again instead of how easy they are. And then need to make it to where I would myself make the elite stronger in every category, in my opinion, normal and hard difficulty. That's just my belief. But yeah, this will be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy, like, and subscribe. See you guys in part 2 when we head to the Remnant, which literally seems uh like 2 missions, and that's it. That's actually funny. Okie dokie. Well, peace.